on the pick and roll, and then Holsaway throws it out of bounds as he tried to skip it to the corner for DJ Carter-Hollinger.
Just threw it a little bit too hard at DJ. He was open in that corner, but just a little too much zip on it from the big man. And in a perfect situation, you would hope that the Wildcats can try to pull away from Southern so you don't have to use Zion Harmon if you do not have to.
Deshaun Dyson.
But he seems to be fine. He's still standing in the huddle. I don't think he bled it, was bleeding or anything. Probably just hurt a little bit. Good on the officials for stopping that. Sometimes we'll see them allow play to continue when a player has been obviously hit or affected by something. So it's nice to see them, especially, I guess, obviously it's a SWAC tournament. You don't want that kind of stuff affecting the game. So it's like, hey, we're going to take an official timeout. And this is already a slower half than we were seeing.
Tie game at 20. Chose not to foul, and that is the result.
And in that situation, you almost want Ward to just foul him. You know, I know you got 4 fouls, but just you see him taking this tough layup, just hit him. If he looks like he's going to make that shot, just, force him to go to the line. They haven't been that good from there. But instead, they elect to allow the layup from Hicks, who was 5 for 9 from the line. So now a 3-pointer needed, and Deshaun Dyson has a knack for these kind of things, as well as Seneca Willoughby, who made the one against FAMU. But
there are no shortage of clutch three-point shooters on this team. Petty, Dyson, Harmon, even Reggie Ward has made a couple of big ones.
DJ as well this game.
Yep. But it's all about who you're going to draw it up for, and really, I think we're a beautiful example of it.
Yeah, a very, very quick style and tempo that he likes to play. When we're winning, that's what we see. We see a lot of quick transitions of possession and getting the ball down the court quickly, finding your playmakers, letting them make a play, going back on defense quickly, cause a turnover, get the ball back, boom. That's just how we like to play. When we have to slow down and take our time and swing the ball and set up a play, it does not lend well to how we like to play.
Especially with Zion Harmon not on the floor tonight.
A magical play from Deshaun Dyson, somehow managing to have dropped the ball there, get it back, pass it to Reggie Ward, who I don't even know if he saw him, gets it to him, and fouled in the lane.
Reggie Ward.
And Zion's really good at shooting free throws, so you can force him to have to pass it to somebody else, even though DJ, who's back there as well, is also pretty good at him.
Wildcats 6.3 to go. Harmon. See if you can get a carom.
And I would put a man on Joseph like white on rice. I wouldn't even.
We went from shooting 60% in the first half, 35 to 23 to 6 in this fourth quarter. Mind you, this is a Florida A&M team with all three of their leading scorers have been fouled out for at minimum, Grizzle, at least 3 minutes. And has been missing, mind you, they're not shooting well either, 33% and 0 for 6 from beyond the arc, and that's been a majority of their shots here late. That just offense has not been there for the Wildcats. And if the Rattlers get a stop here.
That might be it. There are no timeouts left for Bethune-Cookman. That was the last one called by Coach Creighton.
You're looking for a foul-a-lot game and hoping that these Rattlers aren't clutch. Grizzle isn't in the game, but minute 27, Woods with the ball at the top of the key.
Here we go. Hands to Wilson.
Jacoby Hetty has had about 2 to 3 minutes.
They do not put time on the clock.
To stew over this next shot. Something that could really spell what kind of season the Wildcats will have here.
It's good. The Wildcats lead for only the second time in the game. 4 to 1.
Sometimes you go out there and, just do your job, get that run in. And he does exactly what he was asked to do. 0.6 put back on the clock. Number 10, Davis, who has been important throughout this game for Southern.
He needs to make them both.
When Joseph was down and out, when he wasn't playing in that first half, it was his buckets, and he's the reason they're still in it. 0.6 left. Needs to make both.
He missed it! He missed the first one off the front.
Now we still have 0.6 seconds left.
They got to miss it and try to get the board.
He has to miss this shot and angle it somehow. And a timeout is called for the Wildcats.
This is unbelievable. I have never heard this place whipped into such a frenzy.
Hearts are pounding. The temptation of this victory, especially against a team that, if we're going to be honest, I don't think anybody online thought we were going to win this game. I don't think the student body really thought we were going to win this game or even have a chance, if we're going to be completely frank and honest. But here with 0.6 seconds left and a free throw and a possible Hail Mary, DeAndre Ayton type of play. Now, mind you, here at Moore Gymnasium, we still have manual clock maneuvers. So if it hits the rim and the person on it doesn't immediately hit that button and give them an extra couple of halves of a second, that could spell a completely different game.
Here we go.
As
Wildcats have to box out here. 83-80.
You look at their overall record, especially in conference, games in which they don't score. I think I found this out a couple of games ago. I think it was the not the Alcorn game, but either Texas Southern Prairie View game. If they're held under 70, 75, 76 points, usually they don't win. Now, obviously, they beat Alabama A&M last time out 63-61, but a good litmus test to see if the Wildcats are going to win a basketball game is if they can't get their offense going. Jacksonville University and Bethune-Cookman often play each other, especially these past couple years. Since 1999, Jacksonville is actually 11-3 against BCU, and we've won the last two of our three in 2018 and 2019, but Jacksonville won last year 75-62, and Cookman will look to rectify that tonight. Jacksonville comes in after losing to FAMU, who's not been at their best this season, as Cookman is on a 3-game non-conference winning streak, as you said, looking for 4, which they'll look to continue here, especially with the return of Kayla Clark to Moore Gymnasium. She's been out for a little bit, and she's coming back tonight, and hopefully will provide an offensive spark for this team as well. One thing about this Jacksonville team is that they're better at home than away. 0-2 at away from home, 2-0 at home, and a ton of turnovers both for them and against them, ranking 49th in forced turnovers in the nation, but 347th in turnovers given up. So look for a fun game tonight.
Yeah, a good bit of numbers to back.
So another media timeout here at Moore Gymnasium. Nike is the official outfitter of the Bethune-Cookman Wildcats. Gear up on the newest BCU Nike gear at Nike.com/Bethune-Cookman Wildcats. And speaking of Nike gear, if anybody saw the Classic, you saw those fresh uniforms that they wore for that game. The little cat scratch on the side of the helmet. Obviously, the result could have been better. Isn't no time at all. That is certainly enough time for someone like Brandon Davis, someone like Joseph, who already both have 17 and 24 points respectively, 4 for 10 from 3, 5 for 14 from 3. They're not going to hesitate to shoot that shot if they get it.
Now, there was a similar situation to this last.
Everybody's made solid contact with the pitches Madonna is throwing. Seeing this ball is frozen.
Dakota Daniel picks up right where she left off yesterday.
Yep. Dakota Daniels has been really good offensively for the Bulldogs. Has been a danger woman every time she stepped up to the plate. Hasn't had a ton to do defensively in center field, not for lack of offense, but just the ball hasn't really been hit over to her all that much.
Here's Allison Riches.